Carolina's Field, Forest, and Water. A closer look at agriculture in South Carolina and conversations between the current and future leaders of the Palmetto State's largest industry. Carolina's Field, Forest, and Water is a production of the student media team at the South Carolina Governor's School for Agriculture at John DELL. And now, here are your hosts, DELL BROCKMAN, Casey CONNOLLY, and HAGAN GILES.
Welcome to this edition of Carolina's Field, Forest, and Water. My name is DELL BROCKMAN, and I would like to introduce my co-host, Casey CONNOLLY, HAGAN GILES, and behind the scenes we have Garland Wilson and NADIA FELDER. And today we're going to be talking about the media team in the first few weeks of school and how everybody settled in these first 3 weeks. So, Casey, being a new student at John DELL, how was your first 3 weeks like?
This is actually, like you said, my first year, so it was a rocky start. Leaving home was different, but being here at the school, I mean, the classes, the environment, just the people are so different than a regular public school. And I really feel like it's everything I needed to not blend into the background and to really stand out and have that path for my life.
Hagan? Being new to John DELL, how has the first 3 weeks been impacted you, and how much have you enjoyed it?
Well, I've enjoyed it a lot. It was definitely a struggle at the start, like she said, just trying to fit in and find my people, but after a little while, you kind of get used to it, kind of learn names, learn people's faces, and it's a lot easier to just have fun and at the same time get a nice education. It's something you don't find many other places.
Yeah, I mean, this is my second year here, but I mean, it's always weird. It's like we're one big happy family all the time because, I mean, everybody knows everybody here. I mean, we only have close to 80 students, so I mean, you're going to know everybody.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
you get that brother-sister aspect of it.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
And so, I mean, we're here, the media team, but I mean, what other extracurricular activities do you do after school?
Right now, well, I went to the FBLA meeting with you, actually, and then, gosh, what else did I do? I've come to this. I was kind of pushed down here, but I appreciate it now. I stayed after school today to do the SOLS, or the introduction to the SOLS CDE. So that's pretty cool, just kind of looking around, finding my thing. What about you, Hayden?
There's been some, like, water games and stuff that we've done, and that's been a lot of fun. I also went to the soil introduction. But, yeah, there's a lot of different after-school things that you could do.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so many different opportunities and just fun stuff after school. I mean, the water games was pretty fun. Throwing buckets of water on each other, that was an experience. But so moving and being away from home, how is that? It's definitely different from being at a normal school. So how would you say that?
Oh, yeah. It's completely different. It's like college. So, I mean, you're 15, 16, going to a brand new school, for, in my case, 2 hours away, and you're thrown into it. I mean, there's people that have been here, like you were here last year, and I think you were too, weren't you? Were you here last year? No, this is your first year?
This is my first year, yeah.
Well, I mean, so you understand, getting thrown into that. There's people that already know each other, so it can be hard at first to find where you fit in, and that's tough, and it kind of makes you think back like, oh, is this the best idea? But in the end, I mean, 3 weeks in, I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was a tough decision to make, like leaving the people at my home and coming up here, because I mean, I could have stayed. I could have gone to a different school, but I wanted to look at my education and really take chances, try and gain something from it. And so far, it's definitely been what I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very important part of our school. I mean, we only have just a handful of teachers. I mean, it's different when all the teachers know you by name and they get to know you as a person, and it means a lot to like all the students here, just because the teachers are just so personable. It's really easy to relate to your teacher when it's more like one-on-one time instead of a big old classroom setting. So I mean, how is that different from your prior high school?
Oh my gosh, I was just about to say, I mean, we'd have a class of 30, I mean, even I think I had a class of 32 one time. And coming here, my biggest class is 18, 19. So it's a culture shock. It really is. But it's so personable, and you really get to know the people in your class and your teacher, like you said. And I love it. It's like nowhere else.
Yeah, it was crazy coming from a school with over 2,000 students and getting here, and there's less than 100. I felt like I got lost in the background a lot at my old school, but here it's easy to fit in and just like find people. At my old school, it was a lot harder to just meet new people because there were so many people. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. And so, I mean, classes are a lot different too. I mean, I have both of you, my E&R in the workplace class. I mean, we're always doing something different. But I mean, it's the classes like they're more personal, but they're also like they're geared toward agriculture. They're geared toward what the student actually wants to learn. Sure, we have the same curriculum, but it's more personalized to what the student wants to learn, and they like to incorporate agriculture into it. And that's a really big deal to me because I love agriculture. So, I mean, how would you?
I mean, you don't find it anywhere else. You don't go to a public school and you're getting stuck in the side-by-side in the mud. So just that experience alone was, I think that was the second week of school. Yeah. I mean, already it's proved to be so different, and it's everything that I thought it'd be and more.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just telling my friends and like family about it that are still in high school, and they're all like, dude, I need to switch schools. I need to, if you're learning how to ride four-wheelers and all this stuff, I need to come over there. But yeah, it's a lot different.
Dell, you've been here for 2 years now, so how do you think, I mean, you went to high school somewhere else. How do you think this is, put you in the right direction for your future?
Well, I came from a small town, Woodruff, South Carolina. I went to Woodruff High School before I came here. And I came here my junior year. I'm a senior now. I came here my junior year. And it was really a culture shock because back then you had to go to a trade school type deal, R.D. Anderson. And I mean, it was 4 schools put together. It was just a lot more. And then here, I mean, everything's hands-on. Everybody knows everybody else. And I mean, it's really cool. And as a second-year student, I mean, I've done so much more than I ever would do at my old high school. I mean, prescribed burns, riding ATVs and four-wheelers through the wood in class, plowing fields up. I mean, there's always something new to do, and that's what, like, it makes school fun because I mean, you never know what the next day's going to bring. I mean, even being here for 3 weeks, both of y'all already realized that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's always something new to do.
And the students really have an impact too. I mean, you get thrown into a house with people you don't know. I mean, you might have met them at a camp, or maybe you met them when you came for orientation, but you don't know who they are. So being thrown into that environment at such a young age too, I think that helps grow your communication skills and how you work with people. And I think that's really important because over COVID, I feel like a lot of that was lost. So this is great.
Yeah, before coming here, I had a really hard time just like getting to know people, making friends.
Yeah.
But here, when you're getting put into a dorm with like 8 other people, something like that, you really don't have a choice but to get to know them and kind of make friends with a lot of people.
I mean, it's also cool though because it teaches all the valuable life skills. I mean, heck, last week we had a whole big old cookout, and I mean, we were out there cooking steaks, and I mean, we're baked potatoes, and I mean, you learn so much stuff, cooking, making sure you do your own laundry. I mean, as much as I don't like doing it,
right?
It taught me a lot about how to do it.
Yeah.
And then I mean, just like housekeeping overall, and I mean, just like you said, more communication skills and more just people skills in general. Yeah. It's really cool because, like you said, I mean, there's 2 new people in my house this year. I mean, we're all like a big old family now in the house. We're having a good time. We're watching movies together, playing board games. I mean, it really is something special. Because at your old high school, I mean, I would only have maybe like, you'd have a handful of friends. But here, it's, you know everybody, so you can go out and like with anybody and have a good time. And at the end of the day, it's just like one big happy family. It
really is. It's been so different than I thought it would be, and I'm so happy for that.
Yeah, I could not agree more.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird because I mean I've been here for 2 years, but it's almost like we've only been here for 3 weeks, and I legit know everybody here. Like, I could go down the hallway, and I could point out every single person and name them. And I mean, that's a really big importance to me because, I mean, I like meeting new people, but I mean, I enjoy making relationships too. I enjoy getting to know new people, getting to have those connections, that networking here, because that's another thing here, networking. There always is somebody new coming to campus. I mean, heck, in our class, we went to the quail field out there, and we got to talk to the person from E&R, and that was really special too, because I mean, it was just a random Wednesday afternoon, and we all went out.
Day.
And I mean, it's always something new, and I mean, there's always new people come to campus, and I mean, it's really cool get to meet new people.
I agree. I mean, just like you said, that experience going out onto the quail or dove field, and meeting a guy that works for DNR.
Yeah.
When would you ever do that at even a college? I mean, you got to go out and find that connection for yourself. But the teachers here really, really push for like connections outside of campus, and I appreciate that about it.
They're offering, if I wasn't mistaken, chances for like internships there. You can work there. They really, really want to set you up for your future and your future job. It's a lot of schools just kind of like put you out on the end of like high school and you just have no clue where to go. But here they really set you up and make sure you know what you're doing and what you want to do before you end up being an adult just out in the world.
Yes, and that's another big thing here is just like the community that you make. I mean, this year we've had multiple old students come in and I mean, just tell their stories and just hang out with us. I mean, it's cool when you can like see kids from like last year, 2 years ago. You can come in and everybody knows them already because of just the connections you made. And like you said, like the teachers really get to know you, but they also like they help you in the future. It's not just like you're done with high school, you're done here. They will continue to make sure that you are on the right path in your life. You are doing what you want to do, and they will help you in any way, shape, or form, just to like be the best person you can be. And that's really important to me because I mean, at my old high school, I couldn't say that maybe all the teachers would do that, but here I can say that every single teacher wants me to succeed in life. I mean, that's really important to me.
And the people here too. I mean, everybody here wants or has some of the same interests, and I think that helps us to be closer because we have these similarities. And Dell's from upstate and I'm not, but me and Dell both like agriculture, and we met here. I met you here. Mm-hmm. So just being able to kind of congregate with people that have the same interests as me, I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, just helped me get through like being away from family and stuff because like a lot of my family, they have the very similar interests with me. So it's like, I don't know, it feels natural. And it didn't feel like I got that taken away from me when I came up here. It felt like it amplified. Yeah. It felt like it added to it.
I agree. I was nervous, very nervous leaving. But I wanted to ask you one question, like what has been the hardest struggle? Because I'll tell you, I mean, I'll be open. I'll tell you it's been making friends. It's hard for me, and I'm working on it, but it's been so much easier coming to this school than it has in the past.
Yeah, it's really been the same for me. It was hard. It was way harder at my other school. I could probably tell you like how many friends just like on one hand, but here it feels like I actually genuinely get to make connections with people, and it's just from like I've been here for a few weeks and I already have like twice as many friends as I did at my old school, so it's changed a lot.
Absolutely. It's awesome.
So one thing we all have in common is we're all part of the student media team here. I mean, we have our articles, our podcast. I mean, we even have some field work. I mean, this past October, we had 3 students go to the national convention to be like field reporters and sideline reporters for like RFD TV, and that was a really big deal for our school overall. I mean, that was one of the great things we've done last year. So, I mean, what do you want to get out of being on the student media team?
I think, well, my first interest, like what made me come down was, that's kind of cool. Like, who does that? Who sits in the basement and plays with cameras? Not just geeks. We can do it too. And I just thought it'd be a cool experience. I mean, I've never done anything like this, and I don't know. What about you, Hagan?
I kind of just wanted to get out there. I'm definitely excited to see what my family has to say about this. I'm sure they'll love it. But yeah, I just definitely wanted to connect more with the community because I'm not active in many things, but if I can be a part of something, then I'll definitely be a part of it.
I mean, yeah, those are both really good reasons. Me personally, I want to like get better with my public speaking and my interview skills and just better behind the camera, but also with my video editing skills, my photography skills. I mean, those are life skills that are important even after high school. So I want to get better with those and fine-tune those.
And with all the technology coming up these days, I mean, there's got to be somebody to work it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you think of, oh, that's a camera. People know how to work a camera. Do you? Do you know how to work this $5,000 camera? Because I do. And I know how to set up the tripod. But I don't think you do. You could drive that tractor. But I think it's a skill that's being lost, and it's really upcoming and needed. I mean, it's just, you see people taking Polaroid pictures, and that's cool, but that's not the future.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. I mean, it's a really big deal in the future.
Well, DELL couldn't drive that tractor. And I couldn't operate that camera, but that's something I plan on getting out of this experience, learning how to operate cameras and be behind the scenes and in front of them, because I haven't done that much, and I want to kind of get that life experience.
Say you're kind of coming out of your comfort zone from behind the cameras there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important. I mean, I find it really cool too, all the interesting people get to meet. Like last year, I interviewed people from ESPN, John T. Edge from True South. I interviewed a mayor, the mayor of Cannon Falls. I interviewed so many different people, and it's really cool getting to hear their stories and how passionate they are for agriculture and how I can do something like that and enhance my ability and my knowledge on agriculture as a whole. And I mean, like coming up soon, next week we have FBLA people who attend the national convention there. They're going to talk about a little bit about they're one of the various clubs we have on campus. So they're going to do that next week. And then after that, we have Peter Kleinheim from the Anakin Land Conservative, and he's going to come and talk to us. And then Tim Poland he went to the Huguenot reunion, and he's going to come talk about a little bit about what he does. And I mean, we always have somebody new coming to campus, and I mean, it's always really cool to get to interview them.
Oh yeah, I mean, all the different kind of people. I mean, you have everything from people's parents to writers, a Huguenot writer. So it's so diverse. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love the new interactions with all the new people, because it's just, there's so many different backgrounds and just stuff that I could have never imagined going through myself that I get to learn about just through these people and meeting them and having conversations with them.
Well, thank you, Casey, and thank you, Hagan. I mean, this episode's been really fun to make. It's the first one of the year, and I'm looking forward to many more. And thank y'all for watching.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Carolina's Field, Forest, and Water, a closer look at agriculture in South Carolina, is a production of the student media team at the South Carolina Governor's School for Agriculture at John De La Howe. For more information on our school, visit our website at www.delahowe.sc.gov.